So this video is about the standard version of Shetran. So if you go to standard version, examples, Cobresh. So it takes all these input files and the run data file that you can see at the bottom and put that through the standard version of Shetran and come out with all the output files. Now these files are hard to read, as I'll show in a moment, and so unless you've already got a catchment set up, it's best not to produce these manually because it really takes a lot of time. So if you can, it's best to use the easy setup, but there are some things you cannot do in the easy setup, such as boundary conditions. In those cases you need to use these files. It's got lots more flexibility. So the key file is the run data file, run data underscore cob in this case. The catchment is the Cobresh. So open that. This is the first file that's read, and it points all the other files. So it points at this FRD file, the VSD file, the OCD file, and also the location of all the output files. So here's the .pri file here. So there's no folders in any of these because the files are in the same location as the run data file. So if you look at the individual files, this one here is the FRD file. I'll open that. This is the frame data file. So you can see here the start time and end time of the simulation. And the grid spacing. So in this case, the grid cells are all 2 kilometers, which is quite big. But the formatting is very odd because it reads in 7 characters. So this is one value and then this is the next value. So you've got to be careful sometimes about the number of spaces. And if you look further down this catchment, that is the computational grid, shows which one is inside the catchment, 0 is out, and then the really hard bit to set up is the river channels. So there's an I here if there's a river channel, a dot if there's not, and an I if it's outside the catchment. Those are for north-south flowing channels, and this is for east-west. So imagine that's really hard to set up manually, which is why you use the easy setup. And to run a catchment, you just go back to standard version, go to program, double click on the executable, version 4.4.5 of Shetran, and you need to select the Cobresh run data file. So I'm already in the correct folder, so just click on run data and the simulation will start. And as you can see, it shows the simulation time and how much percentage is complete. And when it's finished, this screen will just vanish if everything is okay. If there's an error, you might pause and then you just need to press enter to get rid of the error, and the errors can be seen in the output.pri file. So you see it's going through quite quickly. It's just a 2-month simulation, so it's nearly 70% complete. So when this is finished, I'll quickly show you all the new files that have been produced in the Cobresh folder. Just about done. Made a normal completion of Shetran and then it's gone. So if you go back to examples, Cobresh, you can see now, as well as the input files, there's loads of output files. And another video I go through those. So that's the end of this video. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.